ABCs, taught me how to write, taught me how to
We have a galleon?
Yeah, we've got warships, galleons. Same difference.
So how it's gonna work is it was 12-pound cannons and 18-pound cannons, half on each side of the ship. Depending on what side of the ship you're firing on, you'll make an attack roll for each.
Mm-hmm.
And then just go from there. Obviously for structures, there's like damage thresholds you have to surpass in order to sufficiently do that damage. For your galleon, like on the whole, the damage threshold is 20. Um,
Hold on.
so there's things like that to keep in mind. But so that's basically just what that boils down to. Obviously, you want to like make sure that like your helm isn't destroyed, because if the helm is destroyed, then the ship can't turn.
Yeah.
Right. If the sails are destroyed, then obviously you're not getting that. You won't get that wind boost for movement speed. And you actually lose speed per certain number of damage to the sails. And then obviously if your hull is destroyed, the ship is destroyed. When it comes to combat and your initial invasion, we'll say that it's been like 5 months since your initial like briefing with King Saris and the High Four,
Yeah.
right? With King Grimlock Hammerfell of the Dwarves and Captain Fitz. It's been about 5 months since then. Your armies are pretty much gathered together. What did I say? 6 galleons that the High Four were making have been completed. Training on the cannons and everything like that is going well. And you guys are all called into another brief, right?
All right.
This is like we are planning to start to leave in a month. It's going to take you guys via ship travel. It's going to take you guys about 3 months to get from harbor to Yugon.
Yeah.
Which is where you guys are invading.
Well, the forces
Portonis,
of Portonis are invading from the other side.
yes, Portonis will be assaulting Calens with their legion. What are your objectives?
The objectives in general
you guys
are.
remember what Yugon looks like. It's not hard to get like a map.
Yeah.
You
Bit
guys
blurry,
were able
but
to send. You guys were able to send out like a recon team. That came back like just last week. And they were able to get a basis of like the defenses and everything of the city.
So for the city, for the objectives within the city is we're going to want to take hold of the port areas as soon as possible. Those are completely vital. Those are for our first and foremost objective. Take the port areas and knock out any defenses along the way. And if we can, I'm imagining that we could probably with these smaller islands inside the wall. I'm thinking that we could probably use those as some beachhead areas to push in like around. Like if we can get like some small forces there, like to help like push the enemy from multiple fronts and keep them on their toes.
So the briefing you guys got from your recon team,
Yeah.
and it goes the same for Kalen's. Out here on the walls,
Mm-hmm.
you have port chains across these
Yes.
openings. At least a dozen 12-pound cannons on each section, with a watchtower on each end.
So, during the gathering forces and arming ourselves, we were able to get some airships armed and ready, correct?
You guys have like 5 airships.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a very fine resource that you have.
Yeah.
They also, on these walls between the cannons, so what would that be, 5?
Roughly.
I think 5 ballista.
Ah.
Um,
Okay.
the recon team wasn't able to successfully get into the cities because this defense goes around the entire wall.
I figured.
So they weren't able to successfully breach into the city and really get numbers or anything. But what they could tell is that there is some sort of an aerial apparatus
Okay.
under Pastian control. What its
know.
capabilities are and all that are unknown. It basically just looks, what they describe it to look like is a blimp.
Huh. Is he Hindenburg?
Kind of, yeah. But then they estimated, because they were there for a while and watched like troops coming in and out of the city. They estimated at least, between the numbers of the Lens and Yugon, they came together and made like an estimate. At least 7 legions are hosted on Adoran.
Alright. It's good that we at least have a general idea of how much we have.
Really quickly,
So it's going to be a hard-fought battle.
Real quick, I found something amazing.
Because at an
More
estimate, you
bloody.
guys are matched for numbers at least. They were able to distinguish that the foot soldiers, like the guys that are walking around and doing patrols between towns and everything like that, are very heavily armored, and they're incredibly well trained. Like they're just walking around with plate armor, great swords, and heavy crossbows.
Alright.
As far as like anything over that though is unknown. They don't know like the leadership powers or anything like that. So, Bernie, you said that you wanted to kind of like take these spots.
Yeah, so the main idea is, so because you've mentioned the chains, I'm thinking that we're going to want to at least find an area that we can slip into or attack through, and be able to get our ships into, and have like small group, like have some like not entirely like small groups, but a decent force, like hit these like outskirts and push inwards.
Okay.
Well, the main force proceeds to the port area and tries to take that. The idea of like these side forces to help like confuse them.
Okay. So you want three heads.
Yeah.
Essentially.
A 3-head attack.
Got
The whole idea is
So-
to keep them as confused as possible as the attack is going on.
So that's about 650 troops each head.
Yeah, roughly.
So that's not too bad. But after that, what as a group do you feel should be the primary objectives for taking this city?
Definitely, I would definitely say that taking the walls would be a primary objective, especially
Okay.
because
Um,
because they could easily turn those cannons onto us inside the city.
um, I'm sorry. I zoned out. What's happening?
We're discussing the attack on the city.
Oh, right.
It's okay. It's okay. You've just been through a lot, so I don't blame you for kind of disassociating.
Tactical
Yeah,
Yeah.
targets, right?
Yes, tactical target.
Right, tactical targets. The docks, obviously,
Yeah.
and then
Gatehouses.
most likely the best spot. I think one of our primary targets should be this central structure in the middle of the city.
Okay.
Because it's got
Uh,
roads leading everywhere else. And it's smack dab in the center of the city, which means it's about as effective a mobilization point as we could get.
Yeah. God also has mentioned that the walls do have lots of cannons and weaponry attached to them.
Then a secondary objective, although likely it should also be a primary objective as well,
Yeah.
is taking the walls. Or at least finding a way to, I don't know, disable the cannons, sabotage the ammunition, something.
Yeah.
Either we take the cannons for ourselves and use them for defense, or we make it so the enemy can't use the cannons against us.
Yeah, that's one of my main worries is because if we even like when we do get into the port, we're still going to have to deal with those cannons being turned on us even inside the city.
I think
Right.
secondary objectives should be the gatehouses.
Okay.
We need to close those off one by one by one by one. Any way out of the city needs to be cut off. We need to hold the gatehouses so that the enemy both can't escape and can't get reinforcements. We take
Cool.
what prisoners we can.
So the wall from this point around to
Mhm.
this point is one big wall. So you can see these breaks.
Yeah, those
in
are
it, but
breaks.
they're covered.
Yeah, so those are just essentially showing where the gates are.
Yeah.
They're not
Alright.
actually holes in the wall. I
Yeah.
figured.
So if you were able to get a like a squadron or a platoon or a battalion or however many troops up one side of the wall, they could effectively go all the way around.
Yeah.
A legion.
The issue is like you don't know their numbers in the city.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. That's why I'm opting for a 3-way attack
Yeah.
to help with. We have limited forces, but we can split them up and let them be as effective as possible without them being slowed down with a bigger group.
What was the probing attack? What were the probing attacks able to figure out?
So your probing attacks were really only able to figure out their defensive capabilities,
Mhm.
and they're highly effective.
Right.
Your probing attacks regularly came back severely damaged.
Any general estimates of numbers? Even a
The
guesstimate would be useful.
The recon teams between Yugon and Kalens estimated at least 7 legions housed within Adoran as a
Yeah.
I mean, in the city specifically.
they couldn't get into the cities. The walls are too well defended.
Okay.
So
And
they weren't able to breach the
there
city
also
walls
with
and get
these like
numbers, but
these breaks right here in the port,
Yeah.
those have port chains.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the wall of flame from Avatar, basically.
Yeah. All right. I think I've got a plan of a sort.
All right, throw it down.
We split. We have 2 legions, right?
Yeah.
Right. I say we split the 2 legions into 3 groups. One group holding the docks. One group pushes up to the central building, structure, whatever. And then one group heads either to here or to here
That's also
to take the walls.
that's also why I want to take like these outlying islands, like
Yeah.
these kind of like areas, because
Yeah.
we might be able to catch them off guard for taking the wall, because these areas are much closer to the walls than say the port.
Wait. All right. What's the terrain like on these outlying islands, God?
they're relatively smaller islands. There's not a whole lot of topography to them. They're a little rocky. They have like trees and stuff growing on them. But as far as like structures and everything goes, Verna, what you could remember is that these were mostly like residential for like upper class.
Yeah.
All right. Let me rephrase. Could we moor ships there and launch troops?
They don't have ports. So you
No,
would
I
have
mean
to,
like, is the water shallow enough that troops can jump off of the boats and march onto the islands?
yes.
Okay, then
Yeah.
new plan. We send one group to the docks, one group to the right-hand islands, and one group to the left-hand islands.
That was my
We
initial
take the
plan.
islands, then we have the 2 island groups push up onto either side of the walls while we hold the ports.
Yeah.
They slowly march up along the walls, taking the gatehouses and locking them down as essentially as permanently as we can.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's destroying the gatehouse mechanisms or what, so long as the gates are closed and won't be able to be opened again, that's good. Then, once the gatehouses are closed, we have the 2 groups likely reconnect here at the top, and then we create a pincer attack. The group from the docks marches up, and the group from the wall marches down, closing in on the central structure. From
Okay,
there,
so
we
you
can
wanna do,
radiate
like, an
out with
outside
patrols.
in?
Yeah, an outside-in technique, an
Yeah.
outside-in attack. Close them off, cut them off from reinforcements and any supplies they could receive before closing into the center and then spreading out to flush out the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope the dock survive. Better hope the dock group survives that long.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, this is all banking on the fact that we don't get immediately obliterated by their navy, which is a complete possibility.
As far as we
Arlich-
know,
Oh yeah,
they
that's
have no
that's
navy.
another thing.
Yeah, like
They
I am.
have.
We have no clue about the navy, about their naval defenses here, and you and Varlich, you and God should know this very, very well, seeing as you're both in the military. No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
They have 5 ships.
All right,
Standing
5 ships.
outside, yes.
Yeah. So it's an even navy force.
These are
Wow,
bigger
mid.
than what you guys have currently.
Well, shit.
So they're not galleons. They're fucking frigates.
Yeah, frigates.
Easier to hit.
Yeah.
They're bigger, they have more cannons, and a bit more health, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Bigger
said we
just
have
means it's a
4 too?
bigger. Bigger just means they're slower. Just means it's easier for someone to get close and sabotage them on deck.
You said we had airships.
Have 5.
We have 5
They're
airships.
5
a
airships.
very limited resource.
We
But
can't
basically,
lose those.
comparatively, the frigate to your 12-pound cannons, they would have 16, and to your 8-pound, 18-pound, or 18-pound cannons, they have 12.
They're
Alright,
bigger and have more
so-
firepower, but they're most likely slower.
They are
Yeah.
a bit slower. They do have a bit more health.
Alright, we'll
slightly
have the
higher
maneuvering
AC.
advantage, and if we use one of the airships, we should have the aerial advantage, because we can rain fire on them from above and circle around them with
But
our smaller
also,
ships.
it is actually stated that they do have a kind of blimp.
Well, then we take out the blimp. Hindenburg 2.0, motherfucker.
I already made that joke.
They also have ballista on
Yeah.
the walls.
So that can most likely be big danger for our airships.
Yeah.
Keep in
figured they would
mind
have
that most airships weren't really rated for combat. We're just basically equipping weapons onto things that weren't designed for it.
Yeah. Well, here. There's also another idea. You drop me and Whack onto one of the boats and we commandeer it.
Oh no, I've accidentally obtained a ship. Anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Me
mean,
and
how
Whack
many
are
more-
the strongest damage dealers in the party. Whack is the tankiest. I can deal some of the most damage in the shortest amount of time. We have the highest chance of taking a ship, and we're the most survivable.
Don't throw me out of that league just yet.
Well, yeah, you see,
Me
there's
neither.
an issue with that. If you die, the entire campaign is off. The entire campaign's fucked because we lose our legal right to Adoram.
True.
You need to stay safe, which means you don't get to go getting airdropped onto enemy ships.
That's
Me and
the other
Bird,
thing. Is
we can
where
die.
is everyone
You
going?
one?
Where do you guys want to be in the?
Verna's going to help with the port group specifically.
Okay.
Because
You're going to be
I
the
get-
morale boost to try to keep everyone
Yeah.
holding.
Verna's
strong.
going to be on the front line, and that is going to make sure this thing holds together. And I'm
Gotcha.
imagining that Fowl and Varlich could command one group, and Deacon and Whack can command another.
Oh, we have one good group and one chaotic group. I don't
Verna.
like that.
Hey,
What chaos?
fuck you. I'm the one who came up with this plan.
So we're going to put Verna here.
One who financed this plan.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if anyone's got a good chance, it's me and Whack.
Like,
I just so hope you guys don't go down.
I'll be
Please.
fine.
also, everyone,
Be fine.
I bought enough potions to get everyone 5.
Ah, perfect.
5 superior potions.
Verna, you are a godsend.
Verna, on these airships, what sort of combative weapons are you putting on them?
Verna is going to have she's going to basically pull out some designs that she has been saving for airships for a while, which consist of ballistas, which consists of modified ballistas that can rapidly shoot, like rapid fire ballistas. Also cannons, some cannons, and some and also a prototype missile launcher.
Okay, so we'll say each airship has 2 ballista, 2 12-pound cannons, and this missile launcher.
Yeah, it's basically the Final Fantasy 14 with the airships that the Empire uses and their missiles.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Alrighty.
Like
nice.
not as advanced, but clearly there's potential with it.
So, okay. So the ballista will be a normal ballista, except it has like a 5-round burst.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
12-pound cannon, your normal 12-pound cannon, will use the same stats from the
Like
galleon stats.
the idea for the ballista is that they're going to have like these stacks that they'll load in when they fire, and then the system will constantly reciprocate with the recoil.
Gotcha.
Because firing that
It's like
thing,
a rapid firing.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Oh, it's a gas blowback ballista. Got it.
basically, yeah. It's
So in that
Or
case, we'll say
blowback assisted.
it gets 20 bolts
all right.
per load. It can fire 5 a round before needing. And then after you get that, so you get like 4 rounds of
Fire before
5
you need to
before you need
reload.
reload.
Okay. Yeah, that
Mhm.
works out. I can't wait for Slay to see this and just be like, yes, finally, she's having the automated ballistas.
The cannons will be normal cannons.
Yep.
The missile launcher will be a 1 round, obviously.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of damage for this missile? It'll be fire damage, obviously.
Fire damage. I'm gonna
Force
quickly.
damage.
Uh,
Force makes sense for a minute.
Force kind of does make sense. I don't remember specifically if there's like an explosive damage type.
That'd be fire.
It's just fire.
Okay, so fire.
So
I'm
fire-
gonna double check the damage like cannons and stuff.
So how about this? It's 66 fire damage and a 30-foot radius
All right, works for me.
of impact.
Yeah, that works for me. So 66 fire damage with a 30-foot radius.
What happens if like someone is hit directly on the head with the missile?
I think the
Fine.
force of it would kill them instantly.
But we don't know that. It depends on the guy.
Have you been hit by a missile?
Now
No.
for that missile, it will take 2 rounds to reload.
Oh yeah, definitely. This thing is a prototype for sure, and she's being very careful with telling them that, yeah, don't try to rapid fire this thing. Be slow with it.
Well, they're also heavy.
Yeah, like I imagine the missiles themselves are fucking heavy as all hell.
Cool.
Excuse
So
me, Sheriff.
your airships will need crews of. See, 1 person can man a cannon, 2 people a ballista, and 4 for the missile launcher. 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, and a nav.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So
So
that's 5.
4 by 8 plus 3 plus 4.
Each airship will have an AC of 18, 2,000 hit points with a threshold of 17, and a movement speed of 200 feet.
Nice. Can we get that written down quickly?
Yeah, I have it on a note.
All right, thank you. I want to make sure this all gets written down so we don't forget later on.
We'll forget.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of the armament for the airships.
Yeah.
I have actually been somewhat thinking about a way to help defend our ships in the water, but It just mostly works out with how spells work out, and that's kind of iffy when it comes to how I want to do it
How many people did I say a ballista? 2?
too.
I think so, yeah. Candy, what did you say the healing potions you got were?
Let me double check. Uh, greater healing potions. I got everyone 5.
Thank
That's
you.
superior.
I meant greater. Sorry.
God damn it. I already put them in my inventory. I'm not taking them out.
I don't think I have. Yeah, those aren't an item in the compendium.
For some reason, that item, for some reason, healing potions in the compendium are fucking weird. So just manually put them in and make sure you mark one down anytime you drink one.
Right.
Just like put them in your inventory and
5.
5 greater.
Yeah, 5 greater healing potions. There we go.
Okay, so we'll say for ship capacity, you'll have your 13-man crew and 7 passengers.
Yeah. That works
So
out.
20 people per crew or per airship. 5 airships, that's 100 people.
Yeah.
It's a 100-man airborne force.
100-man Air Force.
Yeah. The 7 passengers obviously are fully capable of taking on any of the other roles. The
Yeah, they're
only
just
roles
basically
that
there in
cannot
case someone gets injured or killed.
Yeah. The only roles that cannot be replaced are the pilot, co-pilot, and navigator.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
So, your primary objectives are 3 heads. Well, first off, getting past the wall is the first objective. That's the first step.
Yeah.
Beating the Navy, getting past the wall. Second step, setting up your 3 heads, branching out to take the walls. So it would probably make sense that each crew these 2 sides work out, move to the walls and up towards the center.
Yeah.
Obviously, like leaving people behind as they make progress, so as not to get like pinched. To finally make a outward in
Yeah.
assault.
I was thinking more going along and then closing in up top.
Yeah. So these 2 crews here will go out to the walls and then up, converging in the center, leaving soldiers behind. So like as they move through the wall, they kind of like thin out a little bit. But that's to like prevent any from like pincer movements from the end, all that. Unless you would rather them all move out as one.
I mean,
And to
with the
eventually, once the wall's taken, move in on that central target.
Yeah. With the plan I had, you don't exactly need to hold the gatehouses. You sabotage them so that they won't open again, and then, or at least not without some repair, which won't be which.
Like
the siege
block
will
the
not allow.
gears, sever the chains, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Sabotage that, while not completely irreparable, keeps them from being repaired in the middle of the siege.
Right.
That way, the gates are closed permanently, quote unquote, and the squads all converge at the top before moving in sync with the port group.
So, we have Verna at the port front.
Yep.
Where would everyone else like to be? Do we want to put Whack on one side and Deacon
what-
on the other.
What I'm thinking is that we at least have 2 people on each front.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think,
There,
although I think we should figure out like how we're gonna get past the ships first.
Yeah.
Then once we've dealt with the ships and landed, we can figure out, or at least gotten our ships safely into the city. Then we can figure that out.
So you guys have your 6 ships to 5 and the walls.
Mm-hmm.
They have the defending advantage, which is
Yes.
Yeah, they can funnel us through those. They can funnel us through the openings in the wall.
the main thing is that I want to make sure that those port chains
Yeah.
won't cut us off, because if they do, we're turbo fucked.
Yeah.
So I'm personally thinking that
Might be a good idea to sever the port chains here, and then that way we don't have to worry about severing them at all of the entrances.
yeah, like
then just-
sever
it's
them
a-
at one point and
And
yeah,
then from here, it's a straight shot to the port,
yeah.
or at least towards the center.
Whack, why are you making cat faces?
Aquatic area. From there, we can figure out the rest of the plan. But I still do like my idea of airdropping some people onto one of the boats and commandeering it.
Yeah.
It'd be good to sow a bit of chaos, and we could use it to ram one of the enemy ships and take it down.
Take 2 ships out at once.
Exactly.
It's always a good idea. Yeah,
I'm not exactly a tactical mastermind, but I try.
No, you're doing really, really good.
Blame it on my autism.
So I actually do believe that Deacon's idea of commandeering one of the enemy ships and ramming it into another will substantially turn the tide in our favor.
Because that's 2 ships out of the 5 down, which leaves us with 3.
Which leaves us
And-
with 3 and the walls.
Yeah, and the wall. Which, if we're smart, and if we're very lucky, one of the ships that we crash is still, buoyant. We can use the guns on that to fire at the enemies.
Yeah. We can also fire on them with our own cannons, but
Well, yes, obviously. While our ships are using their mobility to the advantage and circling the enemy ships, we can use the guns on the enemy ships we've come on the enemy ship that we've crashed to fire at any within our cone of fire, essentially.
yeah.
That's my basic plan. Me and Whack airdrop onto one of the enemy ships, crash it into another, and then, since those 2 are down and out, we can use the guns to fire at any that get too close. I see it going either one of 2 ways. Either one, we draw their attention and cause them to focus on us while Candy's fleet can deal with them normally, or we split their attention and whittle them down with the superior firepower of their own vessels.
Okay.
God, you're kind of seeing what we're going for here.
Yes. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
good.
like writing out the stat block for these frigates.
Yeah, no worries.
So
You're fine, God. You're fine. Emotional damage.
Yeah.
yeah. So I actually pretty much have it.
I mean, yeah, emotional damage just going through right now. It's a joke. I'm fine.
Cool.
I hear doggo.
So you guys
Yeah,
want to
she's being loud.
drop Whack and Deacon on any of the 5 ships,
Yeah.
and you
Preferably both of us on the same ship.
take that ship and attempt to ram that into another one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then if both ships are still floating or buoyant, we can use the guns to harass the enemies.
Just you two, or
I mean,
I can imagine that you guys could probably find a few people who would be crazy enough for the idea.
yeah. I obviously I didn't mean like just me and Whack, but
I mean that's
Nah,
that's
nah, nah,
possible.
Just
but,
me and
like,
him.
it is possible. It is possible.
You're going
This
to
is
have
one of
to
the
fight-
rare times where I don't mind Whack being stupidly broken because it works to our intense advantage.
because
because
here's the
I can
thing, if
just
it's
throw him at
you
anything.
two- if it's just you two, you're gonna have to fight a crew of 100 on your own.
Yeah.
Have
That's a
fun.
lot of work.
Hey, Whack,
Yeah.
do you think... Hey, God. Question. Do you think we could drop, like, a crew of... or a squad of maybe 30, 40 people alongside us?
If so, obviously this isn't me as a DM talking. This is like the other, like the High Four, Grimlock, Captain Fitz, and the King and Queen of Portona's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take Captain Fish.
If your airships were to come in, do a strafe, like a
Quick dump.
A bombing run.
like a
Strafing
bombing run,
run.
essentially.
A dive bomb, essentially. Or a paratrooper dive.
And then
Did it
come
include-
around, depending on which side you did it on, like if you went from this side to this side or vice versa, come around to that first ship, drop all but the pilot, co-pilot, and nav. That would be 7 people a ship out of 6 ships, 7 times 6, 42, plus you two, and then those airships get the fuck out
Yeah.
before they have time to take any damage.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
That is a very good plan. We just need...
Airborne were the reason why D-Day was a success.
We just need, like, 40... We just need 40 SOBs crazy enough to jump with us.
I'm sure it's not
Can
going
I
to be
get-
hard to find it.
Wait, can I get
Do
on
it.
top of like a very shaky box real
Can you
quick?
get on top of what?
What'd you say, Whack?
Shaky.
Your
Oh,
your
wait.
volume
shaky
just went
box.
low.
I just realized that we are not in fact in front of any troops. I was gonna like call out.
Whack, your volume
Whack, you're
keeps
getting
dropping
very
when you
quiet.
talk.
What the fuck?
God damn it!
You're
Try
gained.
speaking into the microphone.
I am speaking into the microphone.
Try
Good.
maintaining
Oh, wow.
volume.
Try
Whack.
maintaining volume, motherfucker.
Whack.
I can't do that.
Whenever
Too
Whack
bad.
sees the
Try.
first enemy on one of those ships,
I will
I
send
will
you to
send
you to
Jesus.
Jesus.
Anyway, Quack, what's your idea? I turned your volume up,
I-
so I should be able to hear you.
I wanted to like get like on top of a shitty box in front of a bunch of troops and just be like, "Hey, fuckers, who wants to drop out of a plane going mock Jesus and fuck some people up?"
I don't think-
Invented yet.
I mean,
So,
that's certainly one way
We'll
to
say
get
you
troops.
do find your crew of 40.
Thank God.
Eventually, and with quite a bit of persuasion, you do find a crew of 40.
Going at mock Jesus.
I can't imagine it takes too much persuasion out of an army of, what, 7,000? I'm sure there's at least 40 motherfuckers crazy enough to jump.
It sounds
When
like a
I mean
great
persuasion,
plan.
I mean like a lot of alcohol and a lot of food.
Ah, yes.
Hey, I can do that. I do
Oh,
the
shut-
finances.
Shut up,
Re-
bird.
I actually have an
Anyways,
idea for this like little squadron, the Hell Jumpers.
Hell jumper, where have you been? Feet first into hell and back again.
We're going to hell. Well, time to
Oh,
bring some
yeah.
people back.
Oh yeah.
Here's how I imagine this plan working, right? You do your bomb run one way or the other, either from east west or west east.
Yeah.
While that's going on, your half a dozen galleons have also moved within range and are launching volley after volley of cannons. So it's like a shock and awe sort of thing.
Hmm.
The walls are, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Mhm.
And the ships, the frigates, are also like, okay, cool, we got air attack, but we can't really do anything about that. We also have naval attack. We can do something about that.
Yeah.
The
Big
frigates then
control.
start moving to intercept and destroy the galleons.
That's when we commandeer one of the frigates and cause chaos.
But in order for
Ah.
that to happen, the ship's going to have to slow down enough that you
Why?
guys can safely jump onto the ship.
Hold on. I
mean-
will do algebraic type of math just to figure out how to jump at fucking 200 an hour to land on one of them bitches. I will do this.
I mean,
Uh,
God,
This is happening. It
God.
can be done.
God.
It can be
God.
done.
Whack, shush, shush. I have something to say. God,
Hmm.
while I admit our galleons are large, and I'm sure the enemy, the Hassafrax, whatever, Hasphelians, I'm sure their
Hassafrax.
frigates are also quite large. That port bay is rather small. Those ships are not going to be able to move that very fast without risking overshooting their speed and slamming into the walls or the ground or
Are you
anything.
talking about these ships?
No, I mean the enemy ships. The ships
Yeah.
located.
No. So their internal port
Yeah.
is kind of empty. Like they don't really have ships inside.
Oh, all their ships
It's
are on the out.
just these
Okay.
ships. It's just these ships that we're worried about.
Oh, all right, all right. All their ships are on the outside. See, I thought
It's
they'd.
probably
I thought
safe
they'd.
to assume that they have like ships docked at the ports.
Well, yes,
But they're
obviously.
probably not
But-
manned and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
they
or-
wouldn't
it
be
would
ready
take
to like
hours.
launch as
It
we.
would take hours, if
when
not
we start the
days, to
assault.
get those ships ready.
See, I figured they'd be smart about it and have all their ships on the inside. You know,
They're not
behind
smart.
the fences.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they're not smart.
It's possible that there's a few like a number of smaller ships on just sitting in the water.
Well, we'll deal with that bridge
But-
when we burn it.
Like that's
We're burning shit. Arson.
Yes, we're setting boats on fire and crashing them, bird.
Like,
All right, let's do
I
this.
actually have like, I have two ideas for this group that you guys are throwing together. It's either the Hell Jumpers or the Hell Divers.
I like Hell Jumpers because it reminds me of ODSTs.
All I know is that I'm going to cause enough chaos in the other people's, the other army, that they're gonna just fucking be like, what? Why is this happening?
Chaos.
It is just going to be chaos.
so.
If they thought that I was sane, they have another thing coming.
So what I'm thinking as a DM for jumping onto either of these ships to take them is you'll have your crew of 42. The airship gets within 50 feet of the deck, like high. So like you're 50 feet up. You
Yeah.
jump down.
Ow.
You can either jump down onto the deck itself.
I think our best bet would be to repel.
I could have kind of
that's gonna have to
medallions of
stop
feather fall on you guys.
Yeah, that could also work.
I could make like medallions of feather fall on you guys, so you can.
Then again, hitching up repelling ropes would probably be a bit cheaper.
True.
50 feet of hempen rope just kind of tied to
Still,
a spool.
infusions aren't exactly that expensive. It's just
Fair.
they
But-
cost spell slots.
So here's the thing with stopping the airship to repel.
You can
is
make
you
40.
become a sitting target.
I mean, we don't have
Yeah.
to stop the airship. It just has to slow down enough.
For a speed repel, you
Yeah.
want that thing stopped. You want it stopped.
Nah.
Yeah, that's why I'm suggesting that we could do medallions of Featherfall. I can easily make those with infusions.
Because
The
even
amount
if
of
you're like
gold
maintaining
ankles
speed
that
with
I have
this frigate,
you-
it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Like how hurt are we talking hurt?
Whack, you don't have
possible
to worry
broken-
about any pain. Shut up.
Repel- let's
possible dislocations.
Let's assume that these frigates are able to get up to 2 knots
That's
quickly. That is fast.
Yeah.
I think an average speed for a frigate back then of this style was only about 5 or 6 knots tops. And that's in good wind and weather and open seas.
Yeah.
So we'll assume that these ships are able to get up to 2 knots to start intercepting your galleon fleet.
Yeah.
Your airship would have to maintain 2 knot speed for you guys to rappel down even remotely safely, which is incredibly difficult to do.
Right.
We
Then
assumed that this is safe.
See why
I
I'm
mean-
deciding to do these medallions?
yeah, the Featherfall would probably be the smartest option in that case.
Do you want all 40 of your soldiers with rolled ankles and dislocated knees?
No, Varlich, I don't.
Huh.
No,
That's
I guess
interesting.
not.
What
I didn't
is?
realize how close knots and miles per hour were.
Yeah,
They're
They're
pretty
very
close.
really close together.
So 2 knots is only about 2.5 miles per hour.
Good to know.
I can run that.
Yeah. Shut the fuck
A
up,
fucking
bird.
course
I
can,
can.
Verb.
I know, of course
So,
you can. So can
basically-
I.
Here's the thing. You have a few options for landing on this ship. You have like maybe 2 or 3 people could land in the crow's nest. You have the
I want to land in the crow's nest.
No. I need you on the deck. You're a fucking melee fighter. You're not going to be able to do shit in the crow's nest.
You
I
have
think he wants to be
webbing-
in the crow's nest because he's a crow.
I know.
You have the rope webbing on either side of the ship that helps hold up the mast and the sails
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you have the
Scaffolding.
Then you have your the helm and the deck.
All right, I'm
Right.
thinking we can't have Whack jump in the crow's nest because he's gonna be fucking useless up there. We wouldn't happen to have any spellcasters in our little suicide squad, would we?
Suicide
You could probably
Squad.
get 1 or 2.
Oh yeah. If we can get some spellcasters, then we want them to drop into the crow's nest. Any other ranged should probably drop onto the rigging. Then the rest can drop along the deck with Whack on the. Whack should drop onto the helm, and I'll drop onto the bow.
So keep in mind that for your spellcasters and it's dropping on the crow's nest, the crow's nest is probably going to be about 200 feet high from the deck.
Yes.
So you'll have to keep that in mind as far as like spells and range and all of that. Then your
What's the maximum range of an arrow again?
a bow and arrow
Depends on the bow.
has plenty of range for that.
Mm.
But then your scaffolding, as we'll refer to it,
Rigging.
the rigging is anywhere from as little as 5 feet over the deck to like 150 feet over the deck.
Alright, it might be smarter to drop the spellcasters onto the rigging and some archers onto the crow's nest. Obviously not all the archers on the crow's nest, like
Right.
just-
All of them.
just
All of them.
swap
A
the
small number.
yeah. small
So
numbers so
we
they can
will
act as snipers.
outfit your crew specially. We'll say that you have 2 spellcasters of your 42. Your crew is specifically designed for lightweight, quick maneuverability because you're needing to do this fast.
Yeah.
So you'll have ACs of 13, a short bow and a short sword each.
All right, hold on. 42 troops.
We'll say they have an ace or hit points of 38.
38 hit points. AC's like, what was it again?
13.
13. Then short swords.
Short swords and short bows.
Right.
Each one has a quiver of 20 arrows. So
All right. So
The men
we
before
can
we draw.
say that if you want, because you have time to prepare, these can be specialized arrows if you want. They can be elemental damage or anything like that. They don't have to be base arrows.
Poison.
that's actually poison's not a bad idea.
It
Hmm.
lasts
Oh,
like
yeah,
5
what then?
Well, poison might not be bad, but I think since we're trying to go for speed and shock and awe, we want to go for as much raw damage as possible.
Oh, okay. So then,
God.
Hmm.
I wanted to double check. Is my Featherfall amulet idea okay? Because of infusions?
You could make them, yes.
Alright.
Alrighty. So, 42 Hell Jumper Squad, 38 AC, or HP, 13 AC.
would ice
with
arrows do well so that
short-
they can do the frost, and then we can slow them down and we can hit them harder?
Actually, that might not be bad. Slow them down for the melees to close the distance and cut them down while that might not be bad.
See, I may be stupid.
Gentlemen, I may be stupid,
You
but I have an
that
idea.
was the end of my sentence. That was the end of my sentence.
Yeah.
I may be stupid.
There's no may about it, Whack. But, that idea is actually pretty good. So, I'm thinking either frost or what's something that'll stun them, knock them prone? Maybe no. I don't think they're force arrows.
There's like electric arrows, but I don't think those would do. The
Electric
damage
might
that
work, but I think your idea of frost arrows works best.
Because the stun is only going to last for like a certain amount of time. The frost will last a bit longer, and we can close the.
Yeah.
distance
Also,
faster.
Whack, you're going quiet again.
Ah!
It's like the gain on your mic constantly lowers.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm looking at according to this Reddit post, there's normal
No,
arrows,
not Reddit.
silvered arrows, hammerheads, which are blunts,
Mhm.
broadheads, corkscrews, rope arrows, fire arrows, blinding arrows, smoking arrows, poison cloud arrows, magic fire arrows, explosive arrows, ice arrows, acid, thunderclap, lightning, mind piercers, holy and unholy.
What the fuck is a mind piercer?
On hit, the target takes 1d8 psychic damage and must pass an intelligence saving throw or have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom saving throws for 3 rounds. Here, I will share this.
That just sounds like a mind flare arrow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I. All right, let's see. Because I'm thinking either explosive or
Don't we want to
frost.
take the ship though? Aren't we trying to take the ship?
Yes, we are trying to take the. Well, we're trying to take the ship and
Ran it.
crash it.
Yeah, but we can crash the ship into another ship, thus saving.
Yeah.
I think
On hit, the target takes 1d8 cold and must pass a 15 DC con saving throw or suffer minus 10 feet to their movement speed and have disadvantage on dex saving throws. Not bad.
Which would be great for.
Ooh, wait. Holy shit. Acid arrows are much better. On hit, the target takes 1d8 acid damage and must pass a 15 DC con saving throw or suffer minus 2 to their AC and have disadvantage of con saving throws for 3 rounds.
Okay.
That's a good chunk of the AC gone, which is really nice.
You can do that.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay. So you want to use the acid arrows?
yes.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Every man woman, whoever has a quiver of 20 acid arrows.
Good
We're
shit.
very.
Am I able to do a small speech before we jump down?
Are you able to what?
Do a small speech before we jump down.
Oh my god.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a
What a
way
hell of
to
a way to
die.
die.
Glory, glory, what a
Well-
hell of a way to die.
You know, it's funny. It's not actually glory, it's gory.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
glory.
Tomato, tomato, potato. Vine.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die, and he ain't gonna jump no more.
There's a solid chance that some of you may die on this jump.
This is a risk we must accept.
This is
Some
a
of
risk.
you may die, but this is a risk I am
that
willing
I
to make.
am willing to take.
I mean, hell, if
Deacon,
Bert's gonna try and do a speech, I might as well make sure he doesn't fuck it up.
Deacon, also add a medallion onto that.
Yeah, right.
Like, everyone in that squad has a one-time use medallion of Featherfall.
All right.
So
Tell me
Vernon,
when I
you
can do my
pretty
speech.
much spent your entire time building and crafting things for this invasion.
Yeah, basically.
Ugh.
Verna is just working non-stop.
And Deacon's going to start training up the Hell Jumpers.
I'm going to start sparring with some of them.
So you guys with your this like last month and a half that you guys have to prepare for the invasion, you guys along with the naval crews have basically taken the airships and the galleons and are doing mock assaults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the airships are doing kind of like mock bomb runs where they have just essentially like
Yeah, we're just doing mock
Weighted
airdrop boarding
rocks,
actions.
essentially, that they're dropping.
Yeah, it's just
and
training
galleons
operations.
are practicing firing the cannons and all that.
Mhm.
But the air crew is also practicing your jumps.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys are practicing your exercising at least 3-4 times a day.
Verna
Hey,
is...
our men are doing it 4 to 5.
Verna
We
is
need
like,
them motherfuckers to be good.
Verna's forge is just running hot this entire time as she's building shit for this invasion. Just, I'm imagining that someone's just gonna be walking by Verna's forge and there's just gonna be just intense heat radiating out.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to add to this plan? We got your primary objectives, your secondary objectives. Breach the wall, make land, take the wall, and then
Do
The
we
wall.
need those boats that
yes.
we're taking over?
Well, we
How
don't
m-
need them,
necessarily,
Okay,
but it is a good idea to try and, keep them, at least a few, intact.
Okay.
Like, our
So-
boats, we
Just
want
because
to
of the
keep
sheer
as
weight of
them-
firepower they can bring to bear.
How many are there?
There's like
Yeah.
5, 6.
yeah. According to recon, there are 5 ships standing.
Oh,
outside-
hey, Val, there you are.
Oh, Buck.
Yo.
Power came back on?
Yes.
What the
So your
That
building's
echo.
gonna need to have construction done on it, by the way.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, no.
Holy
You
shit,
have
that
a- you-
echo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. That's me in a stairwell.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that makes sense. Hey Val, you missed. Yeah, you've missed quite a lot. Emotional damage and basic preparations
planning.
for the war plans.
Burr,
Is
what
this
the fuck
emotional
was
damage
that?
my racist elf should be concerned about?
No,
no,
this
it's
is
IRL.
like my emotional damage, like
Okay.
actual,
Our
like
emotional
IRL
damage.
emotional damage.
We're just concerned if it was game emotional damage or not.
Nah, it's just emotional damage from me, my shitty childhood. Also,
Who
I am
invited
going
the
to
Eldar?
post. I'm gonna post a current map of the battle plan to the Discord for you to look over.
Behold our plan.
What we've figured
It
out so
is
far is we're
totally
going to airdrop some troops onto the ships on the outside of the city. Take
I'm part
those
of those
ships,
troops.
crash one of the crash the ship we capture. Me and Whack are airdropping along with a squad onto one of the ships. We're going to capture it, ram it into another ship.
Has anyone
And then-
invented parachutes yet?
No,
we're using
featherfall medallions.
Verna has been
Oh,
like,
that's so much more reliable. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they were thinking of they were thinking of repel roping onto these ships.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm an
Come on,
artificer,
Jesus.
I can build anything.
That's
Fake parachutes.
featherfall medallions are much more reliable.
Sure.
And then after that, we're going to push into the port and then head towards those two islands, where the two legions we have will split into three groups. One group will head towards the main port, and one group will head to the left-hand islands. One group will head to the right-hand islands.
Yeah.
The island
So-
groups will move further out towards the wall, take the walls, sabotage the gates, and then slowly make their way along the sides of the walls up to the top of the map, sabotaging gates and locking them down so they won't be able to be opened again before both island landing groups converge at the top. And then, alongside the port group, we march in a pincer attack and attack the center of the city.
Yeah.
What is this the battle plan I'm seeing here in Roll20?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the battle plan.
It's our battle.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
And then after we take the center, we split the two legions into smaller groups and have them fan out to patrol and mop up the remnants.
Now I have a question.
Hmm.
Are we splitting the party?
yeah.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
We have to in order to have like
Well, it was
different
nice knowing you guys.
leaders of the assault.
You're
You'll be
with me.
fine.
Also,
I mean, hey,
Oh, that
Val.
means we're both dying. Good.
Hey, Thal. Do you want to join the Hell Jumpers?
As much as I love
Yeah.
ODSTs, I don't think I have the stamina to withstand orbital drop.
No, we're not orbital
Fine.
dropping. We're only dropping from like 50 feet up.
Would you like to
Yeah,
join?
50,
the
100, 150.
Yeah,
How
anywhere
many
from like
feet
50
a
to
mile?
150 is how far you're going to be jumping.
How many feet are in a mile?
Like
over
280.
yeah, like over 3,000.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say
Wow,
we're
I
only
said the
our
exact
atmosphere is only 10 miles up.
Yeah, we're not jumping miles. We're jumping in feet.
So your 5 airships are currently planned to do a bomb run of these sections.
Which one prevents me from being on the crashing airship?
Wow.
Wow.
Me.
You
Nice
could
confidence,
Be with,
asshole.
you could be with
I
Verna.
have a 7 in Constitution.
That seems like a you issue. All right.
Yeah, that seems like a
That's
you
why
issue.
I'm
Also,
asking which
your
one
dice
isn't
always
crashing.
choose violence.
My dice
Now-
choose violence, but when it comes to survival, they say, you know what, float or sink or swim, and they choose sink.
That's true,
Now,
and it's
here
funny.
you have 3 options. 4, technically, right? You can either be in one of these 3 groups, right? Or you can be in the Hell Jumpers.
Again, which one is on the crashing ship?
The Hell Jumpers.
Hell jump.
Yeah, Hell Jumpers.
Definitely
We're
not
the
the
ones
Hell
who are going to
Jumpers.
crash a ship into another ship.
Yeah,
It's
So-
gonna be a
I-
phenomenal time.
You think it's a good idea to take a guy with 7 Constitution on a fucking crash mission? Are
Okay.
you kidding me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we do,
I don't want to hear it from you, Bird. If you fail your checks, you'll still live.
So
You have
what of the 3 options?
4
do you
times
want,
my
Sal?
health.
Sal, what do you want to do? You can be in one of these 2 groups that takes the walls.
Yeah.
Or you can be in this group with Verna
Say walls. I'm going walls because I know where my fate lies.
Okay. So we'll have you
So we're
over
going with the
Other side of the wall.
walls.
All right,
So-
time to study how to sabotage a gate system, fucker.
So
that's easy. I got sleight of hand on my side.
okay, so the
Actually,
main
wait,
idea
shit,
is
that's actually a really smart idea because he's got sleight of hand. It'll be easier for him
Yeah.
to sabotage gates.
I've
yeah.
got
That's
8+
why
to
I
s-
specifically said that Foul and like Varlich could probably group together and move up one side, while you and Whack move up the other.
Watch my +8 and sleight of hand just be me kicking a switch.
We do
No,
still
we've
have
got to like
Varlich
permanently
and,
sabotage these things so that they won't open while the siege is still going on.
we do still have Varlich and Sarah to figure out
Yeah.
positioning for.
Mhm.
I'll
I'm
take the
figuring
red.
Sarah's gonna. I'm thinking Sarah's either going to. Actually, we should ask Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're at work today currently, I think.
Well, I'm
but-
still
yeah,
gonna ask.
just-
I have to figure out how to fucking fix this because I'm sure I've had plenty of time to learn how to wield chainmail, but I can't figure out how to make it so my character can.
It's okay. The thing is with
You
D&D
actually
Learning
Beyond,
a proficiency, it takes 250 days and 1 gold for each
The-
day.
the
to
thing
learn
is
how
that
to
he's
use it.
using-
I've had 6 months, God. I think I can wear chainmail.
the thing is that D&D Beyond is kind of odd in that regard.
It doesn't
No,
seem to
you
have
can.
that setting as a possibility.
Yeah, it won't
can-
let you learn how to use certain armors unless you take a feat.
Yep, and I don't seem to have the option to take a feat.
Actually,
anytime
wait a
soon.
minute. No, you can add a new proficiency.
Yeah,
Please.
I,
Yeah.
Just
been
add a
told,
proficiency
yes,
to
you
your
can.
character sheet.
If not, I will sacrifice 1,000 gold just so I can wear this armor that I bought that I can't use.
Cool. Varlich, which side do you want to be on? Do you
Where
want
is
to be on the
that
side with
feat?
Foul, or do you want to be on the other side?
Sal's gonna need help.
No, I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine.
No,
Uh,
you're
also-
not.
no, you're not.
Question for
I'm
you guys as a
completely
group:
fine.
do you
Mhm.
want to split your legion into your 2 legions into 3, or do you want to give Verna a legion and split your second legion into 2?
I
I'd
think
say
we
the
agreed
port
on.
needs a legion.
Actually,
The port would need a legion to get sustainability while we take the wall. So 1 legion in port, 1 legion split between the both islands, and we take the wall.
yeah, that works.
That works
So
for
Verna
me.
will have a full 1,000 troops to hold the port,
Yep.
and that gives Verna longer
Verna,
to
where
work
do I
with.
find the add feat setting?
Okay, so okay. So have you tried adding the proficiency from like the proficiency tab on your sheet?
It doesn't give me that option.
Okay, like okay, go to your sheet. Okay, so Val, can you be able to share your screen so I could guide you more easily?
Will do.
Daniel, I'm gonna walk out there and fucking hit you.
Go ahead, fucker. I'd like to see you try.
I'll have to put my shirt
Okay,
on.
okay. So
One
you
sec.
see
I
where
have
it says
I have a box
proficiency
of
in
soda
languages?
cans. Let's do this.
Okay,
But I
so
want you, but
so Val, you see where it says proficiency in languages?
Yes.
Click that.
They're a fucking-
Now click options, pick armor, and pick the specific armor you want.
You said feats, not fucking armor.
Now, sorry, it took me a moment to realize that you could just do this. Now, which
That's what it
specific?
does? Does it
Yes.
add the okay.
It adds the armor proficiency.
It just
like-
doesn't add the feat.
No, you don't need a feat. You just need a
Okay,
proficiency.
Foot. Motherfucker.
I said the cog. You said the cog, but I was like, they kept saying proficiencies, and I was like, oh, there's no feat option down here.
Sorry, my bad. My brain
No,
is
no,
not.
he's nagging at me in the other ear. I'm not nagging at you.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck off.
Fine.
Sorry, my brain is not wanting to work
Wait,
today, so just
Sarah
add what you
responded.
specifically need.
No, you're good. I just needed that
What's
so I can actually
during,
wear my
during the
armor
port
now.
assault? You
Now I
want
can-
to
There we go.
join me
That's
in
all
whacking
I
the hell
needed.
jumpers, Varlich and Thal on the wall assault, or Verna on the port assault?
Just
Suicide
remember
Squad.
Just remember the character I'm based on died on a wall.
Oh god.
That's why I chose the wall.
Okay, so you don't need to share your screen anymore if you don't have to, but at least I
Will
helped
do.
you with that.
Fuck it, I'll keep it up.
Why do you have an echo?
Because I'm in a stairwell.
Have you tried not being in a stairwell?
No, because I'm on 24-hour duty.
I literally said he was on CQ in my building.
Yeah, so if he falls asleep, I can just go kick his door in.
I got one grabs a ship wall.
I've had to do it
That's
before.
another hell jumper,
We
baby.
have 3 hell jumpers. Hell yeah.
So it's a total group of 45.
Hoorah!
Tell her that that she's gonna have a medallion of Featherfall for this op.
Wait. So then I should take the other side of Thal then, because the other side needs a commander.
No, you're going with Thal.
Are you
Yeah.
saying
Because
that the
once we
Ranger-
crash the ship and deal with the enemy fleet, the Helljumper squad is taking the side of the wall opposite
Are
you
you-
guys.
Are
Yeah.
you implying
Good
the
luck
Ranger?
having a ship.
Are you implying the Ranger captain can't command?
I said the other side, and I'm not.
Varlich,
wait.
you and Thal go together. The Helljumper squad takes the side opposite you guys.
Then
That
who's
was
going
a-
for the docks then?
That's Verna.
Verna.
Verna and her
Okay.
legion.
Yeah.
An entire legion.
Yeah, because they need to hold the docks because it's the fucking docks. And also, we do need a force to hold the docks for the pincer maneuver to actually
great,
work.
thank
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so we got Verna
In
here.
before
at
there's
the
a
fort.
magic dome.
We have Thal and Varlich on the west side assault,
Mhm.
and we have Helljumpers on the right side assault.
Makes sense to me.
Hell yeah.
Then take it. It's not my wallet.
Who are you talking to?
You look like a wallet.
There, I think that's easier than writing giant letters.
Obviously, we're not going to be getting into this this session.
Of course.
Outside
Oh, no.
of training and practicing and prepping for the assault, is there anything else that anyone wants to do?
Verna,
Yeah, Varlich?
were you ever able to make the Mithril Great Shield?
Oh, right. Yes, I was able to at some point. I think we just forgot to
Boring.
go over that. But Verna's just basically working her forge hot. Like, if you walk past her forge, there's just a wave of heat coming out of it.
You
Oh, yeah,
bent
I
your
also-
nose hair.
Side note, you don't want to know the kind of black magic I had to go to make that dueling sword an actual item.
Don't worry.
Verna has
Yeah.
slept maybe once a week since planning has started.
Yeah.
Do robots need to sleep?
Yeah.
Verna does.
Kinda. She just needs to, like, cycle power, basically.
Yeah, she just needs to
Just bring a portable battery.
Still, she needs to, like,
10,000 mAh portable
recharge.
battery. Let's go.
She needs to,
You
like,
have a
shut down
compartment
for a
in your
set amount of
chest. You
time
can
for a
literally
total
just-
battery recharge.
I'm buying some double A's for you, son of a bitch. You have a portable
Double
socket
A's
in
don't
your chest.
exist.
Oh god. We're gonna
But,
make
um,
double
yeah,
A's.
There is one thing I
I'm
will
gonna
say that
scream.
Verna will take a bit of time to complete. Deacon,
The double A's.
Yeah.
your gun.
Oh.
Double A's
I
are
am
like
making
small
that
soul caps.
bitch.
Oh fuck! That means I'm actually gonna finish it. Alrighty, hold on.
Verna is going to be basically holding her ground on this thing. Just no matter what, you are bringing me because I am one who understands magical engineering, and
Yeah.
you clearly need help. We
I
don't
would
need you
have
blowing
to
up
burn.
again.
Math go burr.
I mean, I did just fine on my own.
Just fine, quote unquote.
You blew up part of a mountain.
No, I didn't. The mountain was fine. I'm the one that got part of me blown off.
The top of that mountain was gone.
You were
About
in a
10 feet of it.
crevice, Deacon.
I believe
You
the word
literally turned
I believe the
fucking
word you're
ship.
looking for is crater.
There.
Yeah, the top wasn't blown off. It was cratered.
So
Difference.
Verna
That's
is going to
different.
basically put her foot down with this and say, no matter what, I am going.
Ugh, fine. You're worse than my mother.
I'd rather make sure that I'm a mother than one without a friend.
I will also do potion shopping.
Yeah,
What?
all right.
Varlich is going potion shopping.
Yeah. Also, Thal, you have 5 greater healing potions.
Oh fuck! I gotta add those to my inventory.
It's
Yep.
it's the health because for this operation we're gonna need some portable health.
Yeah.
At least just something to help
also-
bring us back from the brink for a few moments.
One healer is solo. The other healer is with one person.
Yeah. So I actually predicted this. That's why I got
How
a
many
bunch
did
of
you
greater
say?
healing.
How many did you say?
5.
5.
1, 2, 3.
How much does a greater healing potion weigh?
Like,
0.5 pounds.
it should be like an ounce.
It weighs like nothing.
Like
8 ounces.
They
Well,
are
it's liquid,
tiny.
so it's heavy, but it's
Ah!
so.
Fuck.
God, Verna's going to take Deacon and materials that he was able to regather over the course of the last God knows how long. And she's going to take him out to a secluded place and is going to help him build this thing.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
anything up again.
She is going to be
What are you trying to build again? Refresh my memory.
Deacon's gun.
Yeah, my gun using a part of Hunter.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Is it you making a new
Presumably
axe?
between the two of you, there's next to no way to fail.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Roll
yes.
anyways.
No.
Because considering Verna's giving the help action, and even if
Like, if
Even if
anything
Deacon
goes
gives
wrong,
Verna that
Verna's
help
immediately
action.
taking over.
yeah,
I am surprisingly good at covering the magical aspects of this.
Yeah.
Verna handles the physical.
I can also cover the magical, so
So
But still.
we'll say we'll
covers.
do for this the same we did with Verna's shotgun. It's a Mark I prototype.
Sorry,
Yes.
Verna. Shotgun.
yes, I have a shotgun. It's called Grinsel's Wrath. It's double barreled.
Are you the fucking Doomslayer?
I'm gonna be
No,
dual
because
wielding this
then-
shotgun and my fucking pistol.
No, because then it would be a sawed off.
Your
We should saw it
You're-
off.
your poor mechanical shoulder blades.
What mechanical shoulder blades?
The gears.
I don't
There are
think
no
there's-
gears after they fire this thing.
Exactly.
So
Hold on, let me go.
technically, Verna, that would be a misfire.
All right.
Verna fucked up. Holy shit.
No, it's a misfire. So firearms in D&D have a misfire rate, and it's usually below a certain number on the hit
Yeah,
die.
because I rolled a
Oh.
2.
Trust me, I know. I play Skaven on tabletop.
Yeah, because I rolled a 2
Friendly
on like
fire.
the base damage. I rolled a 2, so that would be a misfire.
There's no way I could deny it.
Yes, yes,
Every
man,
other
thing,
turn,
thing.
my warp fire throwers fucking blow up half my fucking clan ranks.
Good.
Yes, man, thing, thing.
So it seems
The only enemy
like
the Skaven
we
have more than
are
anyone else
pretty
is
much
themselves.
good for
The
planning.
ones in the rear flank.
Obviously, once we go through and like this invasion has finished, we'll finish out the rest of the planning.
hmm
Beach episode?
What are your guys' intent for POWs?
Didn't we already figure this out? Treat them like people.
Yeah.
Well, as far as like taking them,
Oh, if they surrender, if they surrender,
If they
tie them
surrender,
up.
take them. If they don't, kill them.
Yeah.
cool.
Do
Oh,
not
so
go
we're
out of your
going-
way to put yourself in harm's way
name
just for the sake of a few
Targaryen.
fucking POWs.
Cool.
We're going to Daenerys Targaryen with it. I like it.
If they don't surrender, you give them one chance. If they don't take it, kill them.
Cool. All right.
I got one request. I got one
Hmm.
request. I'm
Hmm?
going to approach Verna.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm going to remove my signet ring from my hand and offer it up to them.
Verna's going to take in, look at it questioningly. What is this for?
Oh,
proposal. This is the signet of my house. Since I can no longer go back, that means I am no longer an eligible heir. I have only one other sibling, and she is not yet to be found. I intend to find her if I live through this ordeal that we have planned. But if I don't, I leave that up to you.
Woof.
They're already
has a-
exchanging vows.
She has a dead giveaway, and that is her human guardian.
Wait, woof.
If you can spot that human guardian, you'll find her.
Verna will nod. I understand. I'll keep it safe.
Wedge.
Shut the fuck up.
That human guardian goes by the name of John Scarlet, but he has a title that I've yet to find out.
Alright.
It's John Scarlet. His title is John Scarlet.
Hold on, I need to write this down.
Are any of
trust-
us around, or is this solo?
My character doesn't care at this point. He's been trying to do it on his own, but he's failed at every turn.
Well, I'm shopping, so I didn't hear it. I went to the mall.
How do you spell John?
Jon.
Scarlet.
Yeah.
Alright.
That is the other thing. This is one of your last chances to get any resources, materials, items, armors, potions.
I've got 1,000 gold, and I have no idea what to spend it on.
I've got. Yeah, we've got so much fucking
Bro.
money. I have no idea what to use to buy.
What
this
I
shit.
want to do, I don't have enough money for. Nor can we bring it on ship.
Before like things get like set in motion for all that, Verna's going to ask the High Four if their research in the meantime has borne any fruit.
Done anything of value?
Whose research on what again?
The High Four.
The High Four's research on why Verna has a
Gotcha. No, they couldn't figure out anything.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
And
Oh,
like they've even taken you and like Lady Onyx even like examined your body down to like the finest of nuts or bolts. Empress Enu sat in meditation for a month, converging with like the spirits and all of that, and wasn't able to get any answers. Sal, you're easily able to find a Fletcher and a Bower.
Verna's just going to sigh deeply, knowing that every single search for answers has led to a dead end.
Lady Onyx does make note of your like your blue-gray grease.
Yeah.
And takes a small sample of it. When she does, it kind of hurts. Like there's a pain associated with her removing some of this grease from you.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Why
does
was
that
I
hurt?
programmed to feel pain, Father?
Father, why?
But that's about the only clue any of you have been able to
Why have you
get.
forsaken
Lady Onyx has not been able to ascertain like the
origin of my blood.
buildup, like the compound buildup of what this grease is.
It's not blood. It's red.
It's not blood.
It's
not,
red coolant oil.
It's not actually grease.
Huh.
Red coolant oil.
It's more like a bluish green. It's like more gray, blue, green.
Yeah.
It's not a Humvee.
So this isn't transmission fluid.
Someone go get the diesel.
JP8.
This definitely isn't WD-40. That's for damn sure.
Is it moving? Is it supposed
I heard
to?
WD-40. Do you mean Verna's meth?
What?
There it is.
What?
More like heroin.
Okay.
Cyborg heroin is WD-40. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
You have to inject it.
Injected to their bloodstreams.
They're oil fuel.
They're oil fuel.
Yes, they're
I
oil and
see
fuel.
how little you know about.
Sorry. No, I'm dumb. I'm trying to think of Warforged and how this would work.
Imagine.
Warforged have oil?
How about in
no.
the year?
Technically, they don't.
Verna's
don't have
very
oil.
unique. That's the thing.
Berna has a soul. She's not like most Warforged.
She has a put.
God,
Okay then.
I.
Before this gets out of hand, I would just like to try and buy a bow.
Fucking damn it, dude.
Rob, don't you dare finish what I think you're gonna say.
Whack.
She already did.
Fuck. God. damn.
Ahem.
He's
Okay
dying.
then.
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not
So-
what you said. It's what someone else said.
God's sakes.
It wasn't me. It was other me.
It was split.
No, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
He
Was
has a
it?
blind wife.
It wasn't me.
and
It was
deaf daughter.
the blind one-armed man
It wasn't me. It was the cum
and the
merchant.
fisherman's wife.
I would like to buy a bow.
So, that's pretty much it for this week, I think.
All right.
I would like to buy a bow.
Okay, what kind of bow?
I'm just trying to get the nicest bow they have in there because I know I can afford it.
Yeah, sure.
What?
You can
afford it.
you find an incredibly expensive +2 bow that
Nice.
enchants any arrow with fire.
That is fine with me.
That's nice.
How much does it cost?
325 gold.
That is fine with me.
That is nothing in his fortunes.
You know what? I'll also buy a new mace. Because why not? More damage.
So now
Nice.
I need to find that weapon. Bow. What? Oh, come on.
I'm pretty sure you can find a +2 bow of lightning. Also, Deacon, how are you enjoying the Eberron book?
I haven't actually looked through it as of yet, but it's very nice.
Are
I'm
you
glad that
telling
I
me
can
that
finally look through Artificer and Warforged stuff.
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna have to make that bow you gave me. God damn it!
Lamau.
I hate my life.
Lamau.
The mouse of the Skaven.
How are there no plus bow weapons in this?
Because fuck you.
Because Roll20 because D&D Beyond wants you to buy the base books.
I own the base books.
That's true. That's true.
I have no idea then. I really
Fucking
don't.
knows.
I'll take care of it. By the way, yeah, Whack. The next time you complain about damage, look at my health and look at yours.
I don't know what your health is.
You can easily see it right now.
Where?
He's
You're
streaming.
streaming it.
Yeah. He has 32 hit points. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not going on the crash mission.
That's a good amount.
What's your health?
That's
You know the
a
shotgun
good
bar?
amount.
What's your
Garlic,
health?
You can find the mace. With everything that's going on, like some of the best smiths have been gathered to start foraging and everything. So between gnomes, dwarves, the people, the many peoples of Chaldeus, and all that, you also are able to find a +2 mace magic with let's say 1d6 holy.
Nice.
How much is that?
That one is going to cost you about 400 because on top of being a magic mace, it's also wholly enchanted with from like clerics and shit.
Well, I have fun news, guys. I'm now very strong. I'm also bored.
I'm actually kind of tempted to try and pick up a sword in case I get into melee combat.
So,
Don't you have your
For
quarterstaff?
some
Yes, I
fucking
do,
reason.
but I'm thinking about picking up maybe a new quarterstaff or a bow,
Eh,
or a not bow, but a blade.
they have antimatter rifle. What the fuck, D&D Beyond?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
yeah, those are a thing.
that's some weird shit that's added in.
Yeah, it's weird homebrew that was made into a
Yeah,
book.
totally.
No, that's
No,
actually
that-
no, it's
no,
more.
it's-
It's
it's
actually
act-
official.
Yeah, it's actually official. Like it was homebrew that was turned into a book. There was fucking antimatter guns, fucking
Yeah, it's one of those
fully
like free
automatic
ones.
assault rifles. I think there's also some shit from Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's actually an
I'm
entire
assuming
book
this-
for Rick and Morty shit.
Mm-hmm. Which is fucking stupid, but whatever.
And then you said how much holy damage, God?
1d6.
1d6?
Yeah.
Not powerful enough for a cool ass name. What would be a good name for this?
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
No.
Whoa, whoops, my bad.
Ooh, that looks like a cool shotgun.
I forgot. I did not I didn't know what that button did. My bad.
You didn't realize it set shit over.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, okay. This is the stuff for the guns you made.
I can call CQ if you want.
Yes, this is the stat block for the gun I'm making.
Nice. Yeah, Verna is just going to make sure
I'm
that
just gonna
that works
grab
out.
it and send it over into the server so that it's easier to read.
Crusaders Crusher. There we go.
And yeah, I figure since it's like this, the one I have now is the Mark 1 version. Over time, I can refine it and upgrade it, and that'll give
Yeah.
access to other stats and effects of the weapon.
Cry
So
of
for
the
now,
Forgotten.
it's just got normal and alternate fire.
Yeah. The thing is with Verna specifically is hold on. Here it is.
Furnace has a reduced range and a higher misfire rate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I just posted it in, that's what we got for Verna's. Because
yeah.
it's not as like complex as yours, but it's still pretty complex within its own right. Because this is just basically the first shotgun in existence.
The Macer is complex, yes, but it's also shockingly simple in other ways.
Yeah.
It's essentially just an Eldritch Blast, but it deals radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay.
It's pretty much just a wand, a very fancy wand.
So, I believe that's it for this session.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do real quick?
Can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything. I'll probably let you know if I think of anything, God.
Next weekend we may or may not have session. Because Sarah says she's gonna be gone, and I would prefer for everyone to be here for
Yeah.
this next session.
Mhm.
Because next session will be the invasion.
Yeah.
I get to do a pep talk thing, and then we jump down and fuck some boats up.
By the way, when I said I was dirt poor, I literally have 0 gold.
Oh, don't worry.
Why
I
have
have
you done this?
Why for the mace?
I'm thinking of picking up something, but I'll think about that over the time and let God know. I'm just kind of on
I
the
am
fence about it.
Poorest mineral there's ever been. Let's go fuck some shit.
Also, have this ferret being very chill while being carried.
I mean, that's just ferrets.
Yes,
Ferrets are nice. I like ferrets.
indeed.
Ferrets are good animals.
Sometimes you gotta summon the realest homie you know.
Yeah.
Trade offer. I receive 660 HP. You receive enemy failed.
All right. Time to go back to Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
I'm gonna be over here trying to create the bow he gave me. I don't know what the
Yeah.
stats are going to be.
Yep. I'm gonna start putting in the.
He said
Solo
it just does fire damage. He didn't tell me how much.
Yeah. Welcome to existence.
Longbow.
When I bring my mimic into the mimic boss fight.
What does a +2 longbow do for damage? It's +2 to a D8. Dice count.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
All right. See ya.
Bye bye.